Hi. So this is pretty weird, huh? Because I wasn't lying in the title. I am now the co-owner of Mana Talent Group. I'm going to talk a little bit about the company, which I can now call my company, and what that means going forward. But if you're just interested in my normal schedule of weird videos, there will be another one very soon, I promise. For now, I just want to talk about this incredible opportunity that you all have given me. But if you don't care and are just here for the regular content, then I'll see you then, and thank you for clicking on the video. So back when I started YouTube, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, but especially so then. For some reason, you guys enjoyed the chaotic, low-effort content, and my channel began to grow. As soon as I got any traction on YouTube, I was immediately contacted by a lot of different talent and management groups. All of them promising me some level of success or benefit if I just, sign my life away with them. And starting off on YouTube, having no idea what I was doing, I was terrified of pretty much everyone. I mean, all of us have heard horror stories of management companies like taking all the rights to a creator's content, or we're all familiar with things like multi-channel networks, which used to be on YouTube. Basically, anytime one of these companies would contact me, I would just think about that over and over, and I was very suspicious of everyone. It especially didn't help that all of them would just talk to me like I was speaking to a corporate billboard. Like anytime I would ask the question, why do you guys want me at your studio? I would get some answer like, oh, well, it's because we believe in your brand and think you're really neat. Or something like, well, we're just a good company who wants to keep you safe from all the bad ones, or something like that. It wasn't until I had around 100,000 subscribers, it was either just before or just after I hit that number, that I was reached out to by a company called Streamworks. One of the owners at Streamworks was somebody named Zach, who was the first person I talked to when I got in contact with the company. So I get on the phone with Zach and I ask him the question again, why do you want me at your company? And I was expecting to get the same script I had heard a dozen times at this point. But instead, Zach simply responds with, because you will make us money. He clarified on that and said that in order to make us money, we need to make sure that we have your best interest in mind and that you perform well on the platform. But honestly, he had me at the money part because it was the first time a company spoke to me like I was an adult. And the business model makes sense because if we're partners in this, then when I succeed, the company succeeds as well. It's a win-win for everyone. One of the biggest comforts I had was that Streamworks allowed me to accept offers from other agencies while still being signed with them. Which, unrelated, but side note to any creators out there, if a company ever tells you that you have to sign to them for a long period of time and can't work with anyone else in that time, be suspicious. So anyway, I was with Streamworks for about a year and everything was going great until one day, Zach gave me another call. He told me that Streamworks would be merging with a couple of other talent agencies to create a new agency. And immediately, every fear that I had gotten over working with Streamworks popped back up. Because again, I don't know these guys. I am trained to believe that everyone in the industry is an evil, blood-sucking serpent. And those are certainly out there. I've met a few of them, but I didn't know if there were going to be any in this new merger. That company that was being created was called Mana. And I am happy to say that all of my fears were completely wrong. See, one of the biggest fears I have as a creator, and the thing that I see happen far too often, is people will enter the creator space looking to siphon money off of some kind of talent. If you're a YouTuber out there who has a substantial audience that you've managed to cultivate on your own or with your own team, then there are a lot of people out there who recognize the monetization of that. And while that can be a good thing if they have your best interest in mind, it can also be a bad thing if they only have their own interest in mind. Well, all that it took to dispel my fears of Mana was to look at the owners. That's because several of the creators at the company are people like Moist Critical, GBASMR, and Jimmy here, as well as people like Ben, Zach, and Matt, who are direct friends or even spouses of those creators. It really eases the mind of not only worrying if a company is going to take advantage of you financially, but also if the company just gets YouTube or understands the space. It really helps when the creators across the table from you are the owners of the company itself. So I've been working with Mana the past couple years and things couldn't have been better. Not only have they done things like manage my ads on videos and negotiated me to get higher rates, but anything that has to do with merch, legal issues, YouTube platform issues, they have either fixed it or put me in contact with someone who can. Things like my merchandise or the movie tour that I'm on right now are only possible because of them. And just like when I was talking to Zach at Streamworks to now talking to Zach and everyone else on the team at Mana, they have always spoken to me straight. If I ask if something can be done and it can be done, they say yes and talk about the best course of action to do it. And if something can't be done, they tell me no and explain why. There have been times that they have assisted me on everything from platform issues to legal issues to a business level or a financial level and everything in between. There have been times that they have given me advice that I have not listened to and then later wish that I had, as well as times that I've asked them to do something, and even if they have advised me that it isn't a good idea, they go with my wishes anyway, and again, I normally wish I would have just done what they suggested. Because there is a lot of great minds on the team, people who have been in the content creation space for a while and don't want me to make the same mistakes that they had to make. But at the end of the day, at least with Mana, content is king. There has never been a time that they have suggested what kind of content I should make or what kind of content I'm allowed to make. They understand that I'm a creator and all that they've done is help me excel at the things I'm already making. Even though the company is full with a lot of legal minds and peoples with degrees in the field who know what they're doing, whenever you sit down to talk to them, you're talking to another group of YouTubers. It feels like a friend trying to advise you on what's best rather than a bunch of suits telling you what to do. Even though the expertise is there, it never feels like I'm in a business transaction. It always feels like I'm just getting advice from friends. And then, after working with the company for a couple of years, Zach, once again, calls me one day and says that Mana has offered me an owner position at the company. Essentially that they are happy enough working with me and would like me to come on and be associated as part of their brand and be one of the owners to help lead the company. And it is a lot to take in. This whole YouTube thing has been very fast for me. 4 years ago, I dropped out of college and had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. And then a bunch of you all decided to listen to a kid talk about conspiracy theories from his bedroom. And now I am co-owning a talent group with people like Moist Critical, people that I used to watch when I was in high school and college and didn't know what I wanted. Now now people like that are asking me to be a part of their company, and God is good, and you all are a product of His blessings, and thank you. I'm not going to get emotional on camera. I've already had all my emotions over this. It's just humbling a lot to think about how far you all have allowed me to come, and I know I say it all the time, but it means the world. Thank you. So with that dumb spiel out of the way, what does that mean now? Well, I am not a business major or anything of the sort. As mentioned, I dropped out of college. My day-to-day routine isn't going to be drastically different. My #1 priority is still making these ridiculous YouTube videos for you all to watch. But what that does mean as a co-owner of the company is now I have influence at said company. Meaning hopefully, just like they did for me when I started, I can help new creators not make the same mistakes I had to. And on top of that, Mana has a ton of really cool projects under their umbrella that I'm excited to be a part of. For example, Mana has a division called Impact, which is focused solely on charity work or giving back to the community. To date, in the only couple of years that they've been active, or I guess I can say now the couple of years that we've been active, we've raised over $250,000 for charities that do everything from mental health to children's hospitals, etc. And I already have plans to be a part of several charity drives, which I can't wait for. I mean, you guys have been so generous to me to put me in this position. How awful would it be for me to just hoard all of that and do nothing with it? I also, as a lot of you know, have recently got into filmmaking or YouTube filmmaking or whatever you want to call it. And if I could get, I don't know, perhaps maybe an agency that does stuff like communicate creators with brands, if I could potentially influence said agency to allow creators to make perhaps films or projects that they're passionate about, then that would be really cool. I have a lot of great ideas and a lot I feel I can bring to the table, but I want to emphasize that none of this takes precedence over making YouTube videos. None of it takes precedence over content, which again is the promise Mana made in the first place when I started out with them, and is the promise that we've kept up until now. So if you're a creator, not just a YouTuber, but any kind of creator, Mana works with everyone from celebrities to vloggers. If you're someone who's looking to focus on your content and let someone else help you with the business, help you with the brand deals, help you with all the in-between so you can optimize what you're doing, then I know a pretty cool place to check out. So if you're interested in brand deals, merchandising, or just have questions about the creator space in general, then check out Mana at the link in the description. Not only there can you learn more about the website, but they have a form to fill out to contact the company directly. Again, if you just have questions or want to talk about us representing you going forward. I just wanted to let you all know about that, about this incredible opportunity, and if any of you guys need help in the creation space, like I said, I think we're ones to trust, because I've trusted them, or I guess I've trusted us for so long. Yeah, I believe that should do it for now, but above all else, thank you all so much for the support on the videos, on the merchandise, on the movie, on everything. I'm now to a point where I'm co-owning a company in this space, and it doesn't feel real, and it's all thanks to you all. It seems like every day I'm filled with gifts that are too big for me to hold on to, and again, I can't thank you guys enough for that. Thank you. So I believe that should be it. Check out Mana, and thank you so much to us, the company, for allowing me this opportunity. It really does mean the most. Again, you all check them out in the description if you're interested. Thank you for watching this long, and stay tuned to the next video. And again, everyone, thank you. Bye! At least I think it's Mana. It could also be Mana. If I owned the company, I should probably learn how to pronounce it.